How's it going, my friends? Today's video is going to be about the solo leveling suck, and don't be offended by this title. I do like solo leveling, it's just that I really am seeing a problem, a big flaw with it, so I'm just making this video. With that being said, I do have a community post where we do be voting or suggesting new videos, so if you do want to have an influence, do vote when you do see it. I would like you to comment, or leave a like rating, subscribe if you do enjoy this video as well. So yeah, with that being said, why don't I just get right into this topic. So what is the major flaw I'm currently seeing in solo leveling? That major flaw that I'm seeing is its power scaling. So people often compare SAO and solo leveling, saying that SAO is what solo leveling wants to be, but solo leveling actually is a better constructed version of it. It's the overpowered main character, quote unquote, even though I don't consider Kirito an overpowered main character, but that's another video. So what I mean is that the power scaling really, it makes the cliff, where are we going here? Because originally it was the A rank hunters, then it was the S rank hunters, then Thomas was being hyped up for a while, and then everybody just keeps on one after the other just getting folded. And it's just like, yes, we do enjoy seeing this, but the problem I'm currently seeing with it, and the problem that I'm currently having, is the rate at which that it's happening. I think it's all happening too fast, because if these people are more established threats and loom over and maybe have our character be defeated, then that does increase the stakes, and when he is going to win, that does make it so we're like, yes, finally, we lost before, we're finally now succeeding, of course. Don't know a better way to put it, but once we finally actually succeed, once we get past the suspense, the tension that's built up till the moment, we actually get more invested and the payoff is greater. So the reason I'm trying to say that this is a flaw, the main reason is because that everybody just keeps on getting full. This may seem like I'm just repeating what I said before, but not really. So the new villain, the big bad that we're currently like going to be experiencing, the moment that jin-woo got a hold of him, all their threat level diminished, like all but dispersed into the air, just because we see that if jin-woo does get a hold of them, he can mess them up. The only reason why they weren't before is because he literally couldn't get a hold of them. We literally had one fighting Thomas, jin-woo pulls up, starts fighting him. The elf pulls up, starts fighting him. So it's just that these threats aren't put to be stronger. It's just that jin-woo has already gotten so powerful that he's just negging everybody. Of course, I haven't seen the original source material, so I'm not sure how much of solo leveling actually left. And maybe we're just at the end goal. But currently not knowing about that, it does seem that we just have really nowhere to go, really, unless something random happens. Since obviously we have his dad, you know, he is portrayed to be very powerful, but is he more powerful than jin-woo? Maybe for like the purpose of the plot, who knows? It's just literally that the threats that are being presented aren't really threats anymore. And if the point is for this to be an overpowered main character, and our character's supposed to like be our self-insert, you know, we're just like glorifying being this overpowered main character, it gets boring after an extent. And that's why One Punch Man doesn't really focus on Saitama. While they do use Saitama, they don't actually focus on him and just put us in constantly in his perspective where he's just one-shotting everybody. They constrain him at points, then they let him use his powers. They remove him at points, and then they activate it. But the reason I don't think that the way these two series are using their main character the same is that One Punch Man is much more reserved when using him. They let all the other characters actually get in their hits, and then there's just one specific thing that they may not be able to do. Next start, they are still able to compete and stuff, but It's just that all the characters are not only becoming useless, they're also not doing things. They're not really getting the quote-unquote respect that they really should be getting when you do factor in how much respect they were getting before. Just before, the A classes were, the A classes were the big bads. This is the goal we're trying to get to. Then the S classes were the big bads. Then it was National. Then Thomas. Then then these deities. But everybody's getting fought. Like, it just feels like there's nowhere to go, and there's nothing really left for us, which is basically why I say it's the fall, because I just don't really see solo leveling continuing, since already I'm already how I would say I'm burning out. Like the steam, the fire that caught me in the original few chapters, it's starting to diminish. I do love its art style. I think its art style is phenomenal, but the story itself, the story's not that deep, and it's just starting to get repetitive, I think. If you do enjoy solo leveling, please do tell me if you agree with this video, agree with the sentiment. But yeah, I just wanted to say what I'm thinking about solo leveling, and just wanted to start the series off. I do hope you enjoyed the mic quality. That being said, I'm out. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.
The key to love is also loving yourself. Now, love is a very complicated thing. Look at love like a game. Everything is a game. Look at love like a game. In order for your partner to respect you, you have to respect yourself. But in the same context, you also have to compromise for them. So it's a very complicated idea. I was disappointed because obviously no one will be able to compromise for me fully, because I would give my all and put my all into things, and I would just never be compensated for the love I would give. So as far as compromise, for one, don't put your pride in the fucking relationship. The shit doesn't work. It makes the shit harder than it needs to be. It makes it complicated. It makes everything hard. Do not put your ego in a relationship. Do not be afraid to blow up your lover's phone. It's the ones that are annoying that love you. It's the ones that will sit there and blow you up for hours and check on you 24/7 and annoy the fuck out of you that care. It's okay to be annoying. Don't try and publicize, I'd say publicize your love in the same context, like show people you're happy. But when you start showing people what you've got going on in your personal life, that's when people feel the need to get involved, or people get in the middle and fuck everything up. Keep your relationship to yourself.